good evening, and welcome to Highlanders basketball. I am Kevin Scott, joined alongside me is my partner in crime, Jeff Argenziano. How you doing?
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm hanging in there. Tonight, senior night, the Highlanders are hosting the Salem Witches, which is kind of weird to have a men's team named the Witches, but that's neither here nor there. And what do you got to say about the game tonight, Jeff?
Kevin, this is a big game for the Highlanders because there are many things that could possibly happen tonight. You're currently 9-5, so this could be your 10th win, which you know you're going to get at some point throughout the year. Gets you into the tournament automatically. Also, winning tonight puts you in a solid position to win the NEC South. First time you're in the Northeast Conference, you get a chance to win a division. This puts you in a solid position with 2 games left, Everett and Gloucester. Gloucester's in competition with you. Salem is in competition. So if you knock off Salem tonight, Salem would have to win their last 2 to get to that point. So that's your competition tonight. You have that, you have your 10th win, and then tonight your seniors. And part of your senior ceremony, and what can happen in the next couple games, is Lucas St. Jean's run for 1,000 points, which he is only now 35 points away to get to 1,000. Miraculously, tonight in a big game, could happen because it's a competitive game back and forth. Not miraculously, but he will get it at some point. But right now we're going to go to Coach Antonelli, who's going to give you the senior ceremony.
Turn the mic.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Somerville High School's 2018 Senior Night. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce Coach Antonelli up to the podium. They don't clap for me. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the administration and staff at Somerville High School, I'd like to thank this year's senior basketball players for their contributions to the SHS community, not only as athletes, but also as fine young men and women. Thank you, seniors. We'd also, at this time, would ask the Salem seniors if they could stand up. We'd like to recognize them for all their accomplishments over the last 4 years. Best of luck down the stretch, boys. Before we announce our seniors, we got a couple of, we're going to acknowledge a few people. Could we have Tyler Whitney Sidney? We'd like to acknowledge Miss Beth O'Connor, our scorekeeper. Momo Nazir, we'd like to acknowledge Miss Lauren DeRocha, our cheering coach. And Jimmy McEwen, we'd like to acknowledge Miss Bailey, our athletic director. Thank you. All right, we're going to start with our senior cheerleaders. Our first cheerleader is accompanied by her mom, Michelle, dad, Terry, brothers, Terry and Zach, and sister, Tina. We give a hand for Allison Dolson. Just get random kids. Just get Jake or whatever. Trying. 1980.
I thought you just cheering coach Jimmy McEwen.
We're going to keep the families out there. Our next cheerleader is accompanied by her boyfriend, Jordan, and her mom, Maria, Natalie Guerra. Our next senior, accompanied by her mom, Sophia Regina Maldonado. Our next senior is accompanied by her mom, Kelly, dad, Clarence, and friend, Jenny Sophia West. And now on to our senior basketball players. Our first senior is a first-year member of the basketball program. Here with him tonight is mom, Lucy, dad, Marcos. Please give a big hand for senior number 33, Joao de Toledo. Our next senior is a 3-year member of the varsity basketball team. Here with him tonight are his mom, Mina, dad, John Sr., grandmother, Dorothy, brother, Michael, sister, Laura, cousin, Madeline. Please give it up for captain number 11, John Carlton. John doesn't want him to come out. You guys just come to the middle real quick. All right, our next senior is a 3-year member of the varsity basketball team. Here with him tonight is his mom, Diana, sister, Diane, and Celine, and of course his wingman brother, Brian. Please give a big hand to captain number 11, Gio Pierre. And our last senior, last but not least, this senior is a 4-year varsity starter. He's currently the 3rd all-time leading scorer in boys program history. Here with him tonight is his dad, Mr. St. Jean, cousin Akeem. Please give it up for number 1, Captain Lucas St. Jean. We'd like to thank all the families for all their support throughout the years, and once again, congratulations. Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2018. Thank you, Coach Doyle, Salem Witches.
A lot of families this year, Jack. Really big families, a lot of support. This is one of the bigger senior nights I've seen in a while. In the number of years we've done it. So question, does the Highlanders, does the school have an Instagram page?
Oh yeah,
Facebook?
like that's what Nicole Veely, athletic director right now.
I've got to follow it.
She is she first tweets and then she puts like videos up on Instagram and photos, of course. If you go back in history, you'll see the history of her Instagram page. You'll see all the senior nights. So if you just quickly search Highlanders Twitter from Google, you'll get straight to her page. So they're going to put 3 minutes back on the clock. So a lot of things can happen tonight. Lucas is 35 points away from 1,000, as Coach Antelli just mentioned.
Excuse me, Jeff.
Yeah.
I just found the SHS Highlanders page.
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead.
And you'll see right there, and you'll see right there, and you'll see the pictures. First from the hockey game recently. She might have not posted them that quickly. She's probably taking the pictures. If you go to any one of them, you go to her Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah. There you go.
And we could also put ourselves on live and listen to ourselves and watch ourselves live if you want to do that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We'll do that later.
Yeah, we'll do that later. So anybody in the crowd, if you ever do come to a home game, you can log in on your phone or your device, or your iPad, whatever you might have in your lap, and watch us live. There will be a delay, of course, from the live action.
In case you any profanity or anything like that, so they can mute us and whatever.
Yeah, they got that quick 7-second delay, which Andrew Dice Clay put into effect, mainly when he appeared on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
That's when it went in. He said he was going to do his act. They didn't think he would. Anyway, back to the real act. The real act is the Salem Witches were 6-2 at one time. Went through a big 5-game losing streak. And I'll go over those games later on. But what happened is they have worked their way back. Big win against Revere in their final game, last game. Currently 8-8. Okay? A win for them keeps them in contention for the league, for the conference title, for the South Division. Puts Somerville still in chance for first or second place. Guaranteed Somerville will be first or second place. Guaranteed you're in with your 10th win. If it's not tonight, your following game will be at Everett, and then you're on the road rest of the season. This is the last home game. For those of you who looked at the schedule earlier in the year, all year the Zavarian game on the 21st was scheduled to be here. Okay? That's not happening anymore. That is now on the road on the 21st. The scheduling changed. Well, they say it was always that way, but I said it was always not that way. So for those of you who planned on coming on 21st, that means you, Nally, if you're going to be knocking on the door to try to get in on the 21st, the game is at Zavarian. So today is the final home game. We will not see you again until the playoff game, which will either be 27-28 after the vacation week. So this is your final home game. Now, another big thing tonight, Kevin. Stay tuned for the end of the third quarter. There'll be a special 1-minute video coming, and what is also being celebrated, not for tonight, but for the year. Something occurred this year for the coaching staff.
Nice.
Okay? So stay tuned for that. A very special surprise. I wanted to show it the first game of the year, but Joe Constantine fought me on that and said, if you show it the first game of the year, that means he hasn't completed that season. He wanted to put it the last home game to show that season has been completed by the coaching staff. So all you at home will remember what that is. We'll leave it as a surprise.
We're gonna get the starting lineups, and in the starting lineups, the traveling teams. For all the kids are gonna be giving high fives and everything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Somerville's Eugene Brune Fieldhouse. Tonight, your Somerville Highlanders will face Northeastern Conference opponent, the Witches of Salem High School. Somerville leads the way in ensuring sporting events are safe and enthusiastic. Give honor and respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, families, and fans by appreciating outstanding plays by all teams and athletes, supporting decisions by coaches and officials, showing you our role model on the court and in the stands, displaying appropriate behavior in the stands at all times, using only positive language and gestures, removing your hat and remain standing for the entire national anthem, and entering and exiting the area safely. Not doing your part to assure Somerville athletic events are safe and positive will result in being told to leave and being banned from local sporting events. And now the starting lineup for the Witches of Salem, coached by Mr. Tom Doyle. At guard, number 1, Henry Vlon. At forward, number 2, Vinny Gaskins. At guard, number 4, Nate LeBron. At guard, number 32, Galvin Gonzalez. And at guard, number 33, Ethan Espinal. And now the starting lineup for your Somerville Highlanders. At guard, number 22, Tyler Whitney Sidney. At forward, number 35, Sam Picciotto. At guard, number 11, Gio Pierre. At forward, number 10, John Colton. At guard, number 1, Lucas St. Jean. And at guard, number 33, Joao de Toledo. The Highlanders are coached by Mr. Mark Antonelli. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and move your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
There is your national anthem, Jeff. Jeff, let's get the starting lineups, please.
Going down your starters again: Vaughn, Gaskins, LeBron, Goncalves, Espinal, and Somerville, your mainstays: Lucas, Gio, Tyler, John, and Sam, and Joao. Your officials tonight, we have your referee will be Mr. Gary Corbett, and your umpire will be Jason Murray. And once again, Kevin,
before we get started,
first time, I don't think I've ever seen these guys.
I've just been informed that a witch is not gender specific.
Well,
some male witches may call themselves warlocks, but the word witch is not gender specific. Some will use the term wizard, but some define wizard quite differently from witch. Go figure.
When the wizard walks by.
I'm done talking about this. Anyways, the ball is up, and
Tap.
the Highlanders win the possession. Colton has the ball on the wing, brings it up to Gio. Gio brings it to the top, over to Tyler. Tyler brings it into the lane. Finger roll, can't get the roll. Nice board. Oh, he's gonna call over the...
A little late call by Mr. Murray.
Yeah.
Sam, offensive board. And then
Somerville
foul.
foul number 35, Sam Picciotto.
So, Kevin, we'll do a 35, 34.
Big board by Tyler. Tyler looking to push it. Finds John, does a little fake, dribbles it out of bounds.
Turnover on John. 965, right?
Number 2. Sam is covered. Oh, no, wait. I think They're not in the zone, no. They're
No,
playing man.
man.
Yeah. It's interesting that number 2's bringing the ball up. So Sam's going to have to be at the top of the key. Big board. Lucas looking to push it. Finds Gio, who can't control it. Swings it back to Lucas. Over to Carlton. Coach Antonelli was looking for him to swing the ball around the perimeter. Doesn't have anything. Tyler back to Gio. Gio from way downtown. Bang!
Yeah, for three.
3-pointer for Gio, who will be going to Southern Connecticut. No. Yeah, Southern Connecticut. Full scholarship.
Nice. Good for him.
Football, that is.
Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, good D. Might be an issue. Oh, nice pass from Lucas to Tyler for 2.
Sydney for 2.
Lucas just thread that needle. Oh, that should have been a foul. That's a good call. I don't know what Antonelli's complaining about.
Sam in disgust, jumping around in a circle.
No,
Somerville foul number 35, Sam Pixioto.
So he's going to have to
That was
sit
a
for
good
a
call.
while, Kevin. Coming in as Momo, who's had some big games lately.
But it's not that big of an issue, to tell you the truth, because, I mean, yeah, you want Sam out there to get some rebounds, and his defensive is very key. So that's his second foul?
Yep, because he had the over the back foul.
I mean, I was just about to say it's going to be an issue for him. Number 2 can handle the ball very, very well.
Momo at 7 points at Swampscott, which I'll go over the first time out. These guys lost 5 in a row. They were 6-2 at one point, Kevin. Coming off a loss to Lynn English.
Gio from way downtown didn't set his feet. Big board by Tyler.
Board
Come
by
down with that, go up
Gaskins.
strong.
Oh, if he had come down with it hard, quick up fake, would have gone to the line.
Foul. Oh, don't cheat. Get up, Tyler. Ooh, nice shot.
Gonzalez for
Number
3.
32, Gonzalez. Score is tied at 5.
These guys, when they're at full strength, they upset Lynn Classical 66-45 on the 10th of January.
Lucas finds Gio. Gio brings it in. Lucas goes baseline, can't get anything. Throws it to John, can't finish. Big. Oh, there you go, Gio.
For 2.
Gio
Sky high for
skies.
that board, Jeff.
Skies for the offensive board. That's 5 points now for Gio.
Plus the Highlanders up by 2.
Attacking the rim.
Yep, nice move.
Gaskins for 2.
Is that their top scorer, Jeff? Number 2, Gaskins?
Which ties it up. Yeah, Gaskins is their one of their top scorers.
Tyler behind the back, doing a lot of dribbling, doesn't have anything. Finds Gio, brings it into the paint, pulls up for the jumper, can't finish. Rebounded by the Witches. Which is not gender specific.
Actually, LeBron number 4 is averaging 16.1.
Good D by Carlton. Ooh, up and under for 2.
Gonzalez for 2.
Gonzalez for 2. Slips through the middle, Kevin, as they take their first lead.
Who did you say is there? 15?
LeBron, number 4, is their top scorer, 16.1.
Oh, okay. But way downtown. Nope.
Big board by
Sam looking to push it, moving up quickly. Tyler with the steal. Oh, can't finish.
turnover on LeBron. Isaiah Williamson is averaging 3.1 assists a game. Leading the score is LeBron at
Salem foul number
16.1.
1, Henry Vaughn.
Tom Doyle's in his 15th season. He started coaching here in 03-04. He won 2 straight NEC titles his first 2 years in 4 and 5. Tyler going to the line for 2, who's second leading scorer in the team. Currently averaging 17.6 Lucas is 17.7, so only a decimal point away, Kevin.
1 decimal point.
Tyler at the line, though, is shooting 65%. That's pathetic.
Knocks it down.
For somebody in his position, Kevin, best free throw shooter on the team regular is Gio at 87.
Tied scored. The score is tied up at 9. Good D by Lucas. Wow, from NBA range, can't finish. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas looking to push. Doesn't have any numbers. He still brings it into the paint. Lose control.
Turnover.
Stop the ball.
Steal Espinal.
Oh, nice move.
Spin move foul will be on Momo. 32 Gonzalez will go to line for 2.
Nice move there by number 2. Sorry, number 32.
Somerville
Is that
foul number 2, Momo Nazir.
Gonzalez?
Jason Barrientos there in the back of your screen over Doyle's shoulder, along with Claude, just walking into the game. Tom Doyle, one of the better scorers you'll ever know from Salem State, for almost 1,500 points.
You got a sub coming in for the Salem Witches. What number is
Can't
that?
really see these numbers.
know.
Darkness. 13, yeah. Williamson, he's averaging 3.1 assists a game, leading the team.
Momo with the ball, finds Gio. Gio over to Lucas. Lucas dumps it over to Gio with the baseline jumper for 2.
No stopping Gio. 7 points for Gio. Spin, it's crossover,
Can't finish.
but just such a weak release.
Momo looking to push it, doesn't have anything. Oh, finds Carlton, picks up the loose ball. Lucas goes baseline. Over to Gio, another jumper for 2.
Kevin, you always say to a coach when you lose the end of a game, what are the points you didn't make up for that you weren't expecting? Right now, Gio has 9 points. You weren't expecting Gio to have 9 points. So you see if that's the difference at the end of the game. Another rebound for Gio. Gio's the guy they have not
How many points
solved.
is Gio averaging, Jeff?
Gio is averaging much less than that. Gio's averaging 5.9.
There you go.
So those are the points you weren't expecting from if you're Tom Doyle.
Salem foul number 2, Vinny Gaskins.
Very quick moving quarter, Kevin. 1:53 left to go. Salem with a huge amount of players on their bench. Got to cut that down for tournament time. Slap, no foul.
Lucas from way downtown. Nope. Big board by John. Tyler gets the ball in the wing.
The hold right there,
Pick it
double
up.
team.
No.
Yeah, white ball.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it was
Well,
off-white.
he was pointing. He was
Yeah.
pointing the opposite way, so that's why he did get fooled by Mr. Corbett. Banging Momo.
Colton.
John would have had, Gio would have had an open jump shot if
Yep.
John didn't intercept that.
It is Gio. Nope. Big board by Lucas. Goes up strong. Can't finish. Loose ball picked up by Salem.
Number 12. Carry there
The
by
carry.
Espinal.
Gio gets the rebound. Look at the push. Finds Lucas. Lucas little Euro step for 2.
St. Jean for 2.
First 2 points for Gio. Just these numbers are killing me.
Oh, nice steal by Tyler. Travel.
Turnover on Momo as we have a sub coming in. It's Jimmy. 38.6 seconds left to go. So stay tuned for the end of the third quarter. We have a surprise video from 10 years gone by, Kevin, because Coach Antelli and the staff are celebrating their 10th season as Somerville head coaches. So we have some video from their first ever game for 3.
Wow. Rebounded by Lucas.
5 rebounds.
Shot clock is turned off. Highlanders are up by 4. Gio to John from way downtown. Bang.
John for three. Brings it to an 18-11 game as Salem has fallen asleep here with 8 seconds to go.
Oh, offensive foul.
Foul, please.
But I'll tell you.
Is it on 4? It's not
I don't
LeBron?
want to say.
Salem foul
I don't
number
want to
4,
say it
Nate
happened when
LeBron.
Sam is out, and that's when they started making it run. It kind of is, but
Yeah.
what are you doing?
It's also Lucas's.
Oh,
It's also the points by Gio.
right. I mean, Gio's on
Here in the
fire as
first
well.
quarter, the score is
So that-
Somerville 18, Salem 11.
So people that will remember Salem's history, Kevin, this is the first time since we've been doing this that Somerville has played Salem. Back in 1995, state champions Paul Garrity, former Somerville coach, was the head coach for the Salem Witches. They got to the state final. That's when they had Scooney Penn. And Scooney Penn then went on to BC, played 2 years at BC, and then when the coaching staff switched to Ohio State, he moved on to Ohio State for 2 more years. So they're currently 8-8. They're currently 8-8 going into the tournament. We'll go next time out. We'll talk about Tom Doyle, their head coach, and what he's brought to Somerville. Paul Garrity then took over for Jack O'Brien in Salem. Paul Garrity was there until 95. Then Wayne Hanscom in 96. Wayne Hanscom took over, and he was there for a long time, all the way up until Tom Doyle. So a lot of Somerville history involved with the Salem Witches as we go into the second quarter.
Jimmy's on number 2. Kid's quick and strong, but he couldn't finish it. Tyler looking to push it. Finds John, can't finish.
Oh, the back. That's foul on. Should be foul number 2. Gaskins.
Yes.
So the 94-95 season undefeated 25-0. That's when they were
Salem
state
foul number
champions.
13, Isaiah Williamson.
That's on Williamson.
Tyler dumps it down to Jimmy, and the free throw line extended. Nothing there. Looking to run motion. Ball's tipped. Gio picks up the loose ball. Back over to Tyler. Tyler brings it into the paint. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Can't finish.
Over the back again. This time it's definitely on Gaskins.
Yep. Got to box out. If you box out,
Salem
then
foul number 2,
This
Vinny
rip just trying to
Gaskins.
rip the board away from them, but just going way over their neck.
there you go. Lucas from way downtown.
St. Jean for 3.
Oh, Tyler with the steal.
Whitney Sidney for 2.
Tyler.
This is huge for Somerville. You could knock Salem out of their run here when they only have 4 games remaining to make the tournament too with this loss. So that's why so many things are going to happen tonight. Lucas tipped that one off his leg. Timeout Doyle.
Timeout, but great defense by the Highlanders. Tyler has 3 steals, and Lucas just got 1.
So Salem is state champions in 1925-26, 1990, and 1994-95. That was the year when Paul Garrity was there as a head coach. And then they're sectional champions many other times, and most recently for Doyle, 03-04 and 9-10. In 2009-10, they were 19-8 overall as they went through the tournament. You have Tom Doyle. Tom Doyle went to Salem State, scored 1,442 points. His father, Peter, was 1,480 points. They're both from the Hall of Fame as a Division III All-American in 95-96. As his senior year, he averaged 23.3 points per game. ECAC Player of the Year. He didn't miss a game in all 4 years at Salem State. He has records at Salem State: 3 threes and a half, 8 threes in a game, 10. Season 124 and career 304. So a 3-point shooting star. also held records nationally his last couple years there. So he took over for Wayne Hanscom in 2003-04. And since then, they have made the tournament every single season. From 03-04 straight to this coming year, last year, when they were 10-11 in the tournament. So see if they can, Somerville helps end that streak. 6:40 left to go in the half, and they have not scored at all in this quarter.
Tyler gets the ball, brings it in. He dumps it down to Calden. Wasn't expecting that no-look pass.
Exactly. Turnover. We'll give the turnover to Lucas. I mean, to Tyler. Seriously?
Oh, good defense by the Highlanders.
10 at the board.
They
Beauregard.
recovered very well.
Yeah.
9 seconds on that shot clock.
They just can't get into anything.
Great D. Oh, tough D by the Highlanders.
Vaughn,
Took a
yeah.
big shot though.
Vaughn with a fadeaway three. Kevin, that's the best shot that they could get. The clock running down.
Jimmy back up to Tyler. Over to Gio. But it's taking the time, moving around the perimeter, running the nice skip pass. Oh,
McEwing
Gotta make
misses.
those.
Yeah, Williamson with the board.
Lucas with the steal. Behind the back.
Great
Doesn't have
recovery.
anything. Double pump.
Oops,
Oh,
hit.
he should have went in with the right hand.
Huge board before he falls to the ground by Williamson. I just got to get these guys' faces down. I can't read their numbers. Down the middle.
Oh,
Foul
It's a
be on
strong
John. Yeah,
move.
John definitely foul. Going to the line
does
is
Gaskins
number
play for
2.
the football team?
Somerville
in
foul
Salem?
number 10,
Gaskins.
John Carlton.
Actually, Somerville didn't play them this year. People remember the Ken Perone days in '94 when the teachers were on strike and they were going to play in their game, and he crossed the picket line.
Speaking of people on strike, JetBlue.
Are they? What are the odds of that?
I don't know. I'm taking a trip soon on JetBlue, and I'm like, yo, you guys need to get your act together.
Well, at least you get to watch DirecTV.
Unbelievable. But anyways,
These guys are also part of the Division II North, which I'll go over next time out as well. 2 former NBA players. Actually, no, he didn't play. Actually, didn't play a game in the NBA, but 2 pro players. History of Salem retired numbers in the Hall of Fame.
you already mentioned one earlier.
Yeah, but he didn't play in the
Tyler
NBA.
from way downtown. Forced that shot. Big board by Gio. Over to Jimmy. Jimmy pulls up for a jumper. For 2.
McKeel for 3.
Mainstay for Somerville, as you know, there's going to be at least 1 3 a game by Jimmy, who from threes is shooting.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on Jimmy.
Jimmy
1-0.
is shooting
Fouls on
Somerville foul number 10,
35%,
John Carlton.
14 for 16, or 6, so now he's 17 for 46. 2 fouls on John, 2 fouls on Sam. Momo into the game of 4:28 to go.
Good D.
Just can't make any shots, Kevin.
Big board by Momo. Momo looking to push it. Finds
Close to the
Tyler.
back court.
Travel. $4:12 to go in the half. Highlanders are up by 11 points.
Push off.
Travel. Thank you.
Could have called it an offensive foul, too.
No, I thought he was going to call an offensive
Yeah.
foul, but Lucas pulled the chair from him.
LeBron with the turnover. That's
He was looking
2.
to gain contact, and Lucas just backed away.
Exactly.
Took that extra step. Travel. Great D by Lucas.
Oh, Antonelli's not happy with that. Breakdown of the play.
But Gio was just holding the
Oh,
ball.
it completely fell apart.
Momo gets bumped. Jimmy, no. Big board by Lucas.
7 boards for Lucas.
Resetting the shot clock.
Very active zone right now.
Momo for way downtown. Bang.
Mazur for 3.
Momo has really stepped things up as of late. 7 points at Swampscott. 3:20 left to go. There's also no urgency from these guys yet either.
None whatsoever.
Carry on number 1, Vaughn. Turnover. So your two most famous players from Salem, Rick Brunson and James Scooney Penn.
Tyler thought
That's
about
a
it.
little too deep.
I'm sure he's not afraid to shoot it.
No, he's never afraid.
Tyler from way downtown. Nope.
Lucas with the board. No, Gio.
Skip pass.
5 boards.
Finds Lucas. Lucas looking to bring it in, brings it right into the lane. Up for the left hand, can't finish. Rebounded by Salem. Salem looking to push it now.
Foul, the rebound by LeBron.
Oh, big board by Jimmy. Jimmy, 3-on-1. Very nice move by Tyler.
Sydney for 2.
Nice pass from Jimmy.
Breaking away with this game now, Kevin.
Seems like a Cleveland Cavaliers game.
Doyle is bringing in a sub, which will be Espinal.
Oh, ball's gonna be out of bounds. Yeah. Great job by Momo.
You can see the
Another
issues have
timeout.
gone on with this team with their losses in a row. So Rick Brunson was with Salem, graduated in 91. He was the co-MVP of the McDonald's All-Star Game with your buddy C. Webb, Kevin. Was a 3-year starter at Temple from 92 to 95, scored 1,500 points. Played in the NBA for 9 different teams, so the Bulls, the Clippers. We remembered most for time with the Knicks and the Rockets, Seattle and Portland. He was director of basketball operations for UVA for a while. Played in the CBA Australia prior to that, but now he's currently an assistant coach with the Minnesota Timberwolves under former Salem State head coach. And Scooney Penn scored 2,000 points for Salem under Paul Garrity. 25-0 state championship. He's a Big East Rookie of the Year in 95-96. He was drafted by the Hawks in 2000. Was also drafted by the CBA in Quad City, the ABA, and he was also drafted by the IBL Cincinnati Stuff. Cincinnati Stuff back then in 2000, you had Wayne Turner, also a Massachusetts product, along with Courtney James and Tremaine Folks. Baltimore Bay Runners, that's where all the money was coming from in the IBL in 2000. But you also had teams out there that came from the IBL that are now in the D-League. Sioux Falls was a main team that came out of there. You also had the Gary Steelheads, who were junior, who were running that team. So those two players, famous for Salem, Scooney Penn and Rick Brunson. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes in the first half.
Gio with the ball now. Lucas has the ball at the top of the key, finds Momo. Coach Antoni's been sticking with this lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler gets
Blocking foul.
blocking foul. Should be going up for 2, or is he going to be out of bounds? Nope, they're going to say it's out of bounds.
Yep. Fouls on
Penalty foul number
33.
2, Vinny Gaskins.
That was a foul on 2. If you did 33. All right. That's 2 on Gaskins. Only 15 points in the half, Kevin. Only 4 in the quarter for Salem.
Nice move by Tyler for 2.
Whitney Sydney for 2.
Pretty play, Jeff.
Up to 33 now, Kevin. Almost doubling up. Or doubling up what they have.
Good D.
Big board
Getting
in
a
the
lot
paint.
of second chance shots and good looks, but Salem's not converting.
for 2.
Offensive board for LeBron. That's 2 rebounds and 2 points. Sam has not attempted a 3 all year, Kevin. Working the baseline. Great recovery by McEwing.
Oh, it's
Offensive foul on
foul.
Lucas. So Kevin, right now he's at
Somerville foul number
970
1,
away.
Lucas St. Jean.
Lucas. Next games, if you want to follow it, happily, next game will be at Everett on the 13th of February. So a lot of fans from Somerville can follow him there. And then after that, you're at Gloucester. Hopefully he gets it at Everett, because at Gloucester, you're not going to have that many people there. Steps into it.
Yep. Nope. Jimmy with the steal. Finds Lucas. Gets bumped.
St. Jean for 2.
Nice pass from Jimmy to Lucas.
35 total. 17 is your lead.
Travel.
Momo with the board, one shot.
Lucas dumps it down to Tyler. Goes up for 2.
Just no stopping Tyler. 12 points for Tyler. At the buzzer.
Good D.
At
the end of the half, the
Somerville,
score is 37.
Salem 17.
Salem 17. You're watching the Highlanders basketball on Educational Channel 15. And remember, stay after the third quarter for a special tribute to the coaches. One out. All right. Fuck it. And we're back, Jeff.
Going over the scores, Kevin. Low scoring for Salem. LeBron with 2. Vaughn with 3. 5 for Gaskins, and Gonzalez with 6. They are 5 for 6 from the line for a total of 17 points. Foul trouble, Gaskins 2, LeBron 1, Williamson 1. For Somerville, 3 for Momo, 3 for Jimmy. 7 for Lucas, 9 for Gio, and leading the way Tyler with 12. Foul trouble, John with 2, Sam with 2, Lucas and Momo with both 1.
But Sam, which is funny, like, since Sam went out,
Yeah, it was
I haven't seen
unreal.
him. I mean, I haven't really needed him, but
Sam on the year is averaging 5.6 points per game, shooting 52% from the field, has not attempted a 3 as I mentioned before, but from the line, Kevin, amazingly, he's been in the line 43 times. 13 for 43 from the line for 30%. That's Artis Gilmore range, so he's got to work on that. And we're back, Kevin, for the second half. You're running Salem to start the Paul Garrity play.
all right, here we go. Gio over to Tyler. Nice.
Carlton for
Nice.
3.
Pass from Tyler to Carlton for 2.
And Kevin, this is a team that just came off a game they were dominating the paint by Lynn English. Who hit that?
I missed it.
Roll that next dead ball. Ed, can you roll that back so I can see who scored that point? We had a bus in front of us.
Lucas from way downtown. Bricks it. Off the top. It's going to go Salem's way.
So this team ended their losing streak by beating Revere. Then they got blown out by Lynn English. This is a huge disappointing game for Doyle, as they needed this game for their tournament play and possibly winning the league if they win it out.
Oh, in and out. Rebounded by Tyler. Tyler's looking to push.
3 rebounds for
Outlet
Tyler.
to Gio. Gio up to Jimmy. Nice ball moving around the perimeter. Lucas just throws the ball away.
Turnover for Lucas out of bounds. You have who scored that play there, Ed? There we go.
No, so number 1.
Number one with the finger roll. Blonde, he now has 5. You know, who let this bus in right here? You know,
It's all the kids trying to get
finally
pizza.
found my
and
magic
candy.
bus. All the way in.
He's real quick, but he's
He
out of
is.
control.
No, he doesn't. He has all the moves, but can't score.
Tyler gets stripped.
Could be a foul on Tyler, but he's stripped
Yeah.
by number 32, Gonzalez, with the steal. Turnover, Tyler. That's 3.
Oh!
Foul on Sam. He can't believe it.
Are you
He's
serious?
sitting down again. That'll be 3 on Sam. See if Coach Antelli keeps him in. He's cracking
I
up.
mean, you might as well
Foul
keep
number
him in.
35, Sam Picciotto.
I mean, you're up by 21 now, Kevin, so you can risk those plays. The Gaskins in line for 2 as you see the replay here.
What are you going to do? I mean, he's been bringing it into his body.
Lining into you, basically horizontally. It's just a dead team right now, Kevin. So currently in the league, they're 6-6. Somerville 8-4. So say Salem had 1 out, and Somerville loses, and you're only within a game for the title of the league. But I mean, right now, you better call this a loss for Doyle if things don't turn around quickly.
20-point lead for the Highlanders. Tyler with the ball finds Gio on the wing. Back up to Tyler, then moving it around the perimeter. Colton with the ball at the top of the key. Tyler goes baseline, pulls up for the jumper. It's going to be short, rebounded by
Nice
Salem.
spin.
Salem looking to push it.
It's going to run you off the floor right now. It's the only possibility as Gaskins goes in for 2 as he gets the defensive board and goes all the way.
He's solid.
Oh, Coach Antelli's looking to run some clock down, be methodical here with Salem.
Nice pass
St. Jude for 2.
from John Colton. Way downtown. Bang.
Gonzalez for 3.
Playing some soft defense there, Jeff.
9 points now for Gonzalez.
This to be expected.
Well, I mean, you're still getting killed here.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're going to have to step things up and not fall for Salem.
Oh, Sam with the big board.
Travel by Sam. Timeout, Antonelli.
Coach Antonelli calls a timeout.
Timeout, Somerville.
Probably to give the kids a breather. I don't know.
Well, something was going on that he didn't like. So we go on to the last couple games. Swampscott actually
Just spill something.
at Swampscott, 2-6-18 on Tuesday, 79-57 win for Somerville, giving them their 9th victory. Tyler 19, Lucas 18, Sam 12, Jimmy 9, Momo 7, Sean with 10, Gio with 4. They were 7 for 7 from line. Augustin for Swampscott had 22. Fred Hogan, former Lynn English girls coach, basically coached that team as their head coach basically sat down the entire game. So on the road this year, Kevin, in the conference, Somerville losing at Beverly. At Danvers, you blew them out, and you lost to Lynn English. So those were your road games this year. Danvers, Lynn Classical, Swampscott, Beverly, Malden. So you're under 500 because you lost Malden, Beverly. That's 0-2, 0-3 for Lynn Classical. You won at Danvers 1-3. You won at Swampscott 2-3. So that's your road.
And back to live action. Let's see how the Highlanders come out of this timeout.
I guess Danvers was Malden. Medford was a home game. Foul.
Oh, gonna be a foul on Colton.
Dead crowd here, Kevin. We gotta get this crowd up.
I mean, that's what
Somerville
happens.
foul number
That's
10,
what happens
John
when they
Colton.
blow it out. You got to think that Sam's gonna make a run
Here
at some
comes,
point.
here comes Jimmy. Here comes Momo. Foul on Carlton. 3 for John. Should be 4 because he had 2 at halftime.
Oh.
Basket counts and a foul. Momo with the foul. That's 2. Coach Antelli said you look disinterested. Basically, the crowd is disinterested too.
Yeah, everybody
Somerville
is.
foul number 2, Momo Nazir.
5 points total, 10 points overall for Gaskins as they come up to 27, 4:39 left to go in the quarter. Game not over yet, Kevin. This team has not won 8 games for no reason whatsoever. They just can't hit anything. 7 boards for Lucas, who is now at 973.
Carry. Can't finish. Rebounded by Salem.
LeBron with the board.
Oh, ball's gonna be.
That's tipped by Lucas. No, Lucas tipped it.
Yeah, Lucas did tip it.
But you say to LeBron. Now we'll talk about that with all the little kids watching on the bench.
Let me get Tyler, nice pass. Who's that pass from?
Whitney Sidney for 2.
Give the assist to
Who made that
Gio.
pass?
Gio.
Gio did? That's Gio's third assist in this game.
Crowd heckling Murray saying, "Were you tired?" three for LeBron.
LeBron for 3.
Over here, the referee saying he messed up his Achilles.
That's up his Achilles playing last night, so you don't want that, Kevin. You know, that thing could blow on you any minute. You saw what happened to David Goodrich.
That's the reason why I stopped playing. I'm afraid. Especially Goodrich was the first one, and one of my coworkers did the same thing.
Turnover. Well, Diamond Jack was the worst.
Foul's
Fouling.
gonna be on the floor.
Diamond Jack went out to the courts at Lynn when he was very close to the Lynn English team.
Somerville foul number 11.
He went to take
Gio
on one of the
Pierre.
Lynn English players. Took the ball up faked as they play 1-on-1. On the up fake, he blew out his Achilles.
Yeah.
I would say that was on Tyler, but Diamond Jack nowhere to be found these days, Kevin.
Big board. Gonna call it travel. Yeah.
It actually is nice, Kevin, because I used to be able to just put the phone down. Diamond Jack would talk for
Forever.
45 minutes. But yeah, nobody's heard from him in like 2 years.
Hopefully he's doing okay.
I hope so. He could have skipped town.
Nice move.
Works the left side of the backboard on that floater as it's back up to 18, Kevin. Finger roll.
Whoa, nice.
Matching finger rolls, Kevin. As
Gio looking for
Vaughn.
help. He's like, "Where's my help?" If he pick him up at the top of the key, he wouldn't be able to gain so much momentum.
Doyle, make it a fast break game and you'll cut it to 10.
Jimmy from way downtown. Dang.
3-pointer for Jimmy. But again, Kevin, the bottom line is you gave up all those points to Gio in the first quarter, and that's your difference, what tore your team apart
Right?
mentally.
Oh,
Skies
big
with the board is
By
Vaughn.
the littlest man on
His
the
first
court.
offensive board. All the way, no, it's split. Splits the D. Number 2, Gaskins.
Gaskins for 2.
7 points in the quarter. 51-34.
Oh. In and out. Rebounded by Salem.
Another rebound by Gaskins. I'd say that's LeBron.
Carry. Thank you.
Carry, LeBron turnover. So, Kevin, as we go over that play, if LeBron knew that Lucas tipped it, he could have picked it up at the three-point line. Instead, he waited all the way
Yeah, he
down to
did.
the paint
Yep.
to grab it. At that point, a Somerville player could have come sliding in and knocked it
Exactly.
out or taken it. So that was really a risk by LeBron is doing. And that's what you say. And if you know the other player, grab it as soon as you can because the defense is now coming at you. Timeout, Antonelli.
Timeout Somerville.
Coach Antonelli's up big right now, but he's still living. He's still teaching basketball, trying to make sure that the kids realize what mistakes they're making. Come playoff time, it's going to be needed.
Well, he knows that what you have left. Now, going over the schedule of what's left, you still have 2 conference games after this, both away. You're at Everett, you're at Gloucester, okay? Now, according to the schedule, on Sunday, February 18th, you're at the Acton Boxborough tournament. You open up against Dave Fazio and Andover. They're having a struggle year, but they're still battle tested in the Merrimack Valley Conference. On the schedule, that game's listed at 1:30. So maybe Kilpatrick listened to me and is not making it opposite the NBA All-Star game. Win that game, you go in the championship game on the 19th, either against Acton Boxborough or Marlborough. Then on the 21st, remember that game is now away at Severian at 4 o'clock. So you have 5 road games after this. Again, you will not see us again until tournament time. Next time out, I'll go over what is going to happen for tournament time. And I believe, Kevin, those dates, I think that's the 27, 26, 27, 28.
Oh, wait. Travel by Lucas.
Come out of a timeout and you do that.
How does that happen?
That's not what you want, as we have 1:26 to go. Girls tonight are playing at Salem. Kevin, Salem girls are in very, very weak right now. They're lucky if they score 20 points as a team. Gaskin can score 20 points on his own.
Stop Gaskins on this team.
Not to be confused with May Gaskins.
Tyler picks up his dribble.
Yeah, it's a huge travel on Lucas. He can't believe it. That's turnover number 4. 1 minute.
But see, I don't blame Lucas for that turnover. I blame Tyler.
Tyler picked up his dribble.
There's no reason to pick up the dribble.
Wildly threw it, and you're only thankful of Lucas's athleticism. He was able to recover that ball when it ended up in your hands. Steps into the 3 travels, though. Offensive board, 32, Gonzalez.
Oh, give me a foul on Tyler.
Foul will be on
Speaking
Tyler.
of travel, did you see LeBron's the other day? Pitches the ball at the top of the
unreal.
key. Took 2 steps back.
Somerville
Changed
foul
his
number
pivot
22,
foot twice.
Tyler Whitney Sydney.
Dribbled the ball in, and then took a 2-step back like Larry Bird back in the day. But it was more blatant than Larry Bird.
This is awful.
Oh.
He's gotten worse, Kevin. Again, I
And
blame.
it's like
I
the
blame-
referees are afraid to call it.
No, I blame the commissioner on that, because you gotta start calling the rule, and plus also the replay, Kevin. You have guys watching at the replay center, so as soon as the officials on the floor put the headset on, the officials from the command center should say that's a travel.
It's a travel.
You know, or that's a
They're
foul.
They're not going to the replay for travels. That's for sure.
Or that's out of bounds. That's off.
Right. But
Whatever they should already tell them, then you eliminate that.
Right. Same with the NFL.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we got to go through it so many times for
So
it.
we're watching it. You already watched in the replay booth.
The people at home have already seen the replay 3 or 4 times before the referee even puts the headset on his head.
I mean, if you and I can see it,
Why can't the guys in New York see it? Big board. Still can't figure out why Coach Belichick didn't play Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl. And I have like 3 or 4 friends from Philadelphia who I've just been hearing about it for the past week. Shoot the ball. Thank you.
So, Kevin, right now, here we go. Look back 10 years ago. Right now, Somerville's first game against Malden Catholic.
Move the ball against the zone, hot potato. All right, if you're holding the ball, you're gonna get trapped. If you move the ball, you're not gonna get trapped. Simple as that. Keep it simple, right? Just relax. All right, you take it all in. Everyone take a deep breath. All right, let's go. Let's rock. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not enter the court area while exiting.
Live action, Kevin. There was Mark Intelli's first game. Next time out, we'll go over what everybody saw in there, because we're back to live action now. All the way in for 2 is Gaskins.
It's only a 13-point lead. They got a good press. They got Carlton with the ball, finds Lucas.
14 points for 16 for Gaskins.
Lucas needs to be up to get that ball.
Just needs a tuck in his shirt. And again, we apologize for that backboard being down. It is being worked on. Hopefully, it'll be up for playoff time charge.
Oh!
Taking the charge was number 32, Gonzalez. 13-point game right now, Kevin. Coming in is Momo for Jimmy. going offense, defense right now, Coach Antonelli.
Goes base.
Works the baseline. Number 4, LeBron.
We all said they were going to make a run at some point. And here's your run.
7-9.
Lucas crosses him up. Picks up his dribble, finds Calder from way downtown. Oh, in and out. Momo with a big board. Kicks it out to reset the offense.
Use some of your clock, right, Kevin?
Lucas off the glass, can't finish. Gets his own rebound, he can't put it back. But he gets another rebound and puts it up for 2.
2 offensive boards for
Great
Lucas on the same possession.
Great hustle by Lucas.
Just attacking you, Kevin, with a reverse layup. Gaskins smoking to the basket.
He's good. He's solid.
What year is he?
He should be a senior.
He's a senior. Finds Calder wide open.
Travel.
Did they count it? What? That was a travel. That was a Euro. They're gonna say that's the Euro step, Jeff.
Salem foul number 13, Isaiah Williamson.
And then he also pushed off his off arm. Watch this. Picks up his dribble. 1, 2. I don't know. But he pushed off. So I don't know. It wasn't really a travel.
Rebound to Williamson.
Carry. Yep.
Turnover, Gaskins.
He did it probably about like 3 or 4 seconds before that. The referee didn't call it.
6 minutes to go, Kevin. We'll see if Coach Antelli lets the players come over here again.
I could
Or
imagine.
maybe clinching the division. Coach Antelli will finally come over. Number 4, LeBron talking back and forth with Tyler. Basket counts. Basket counts for Lucas, so he's at 981,
Salem
Kevin.
foul number 2, Vinny Gaskins.
LeBron trying to get into Tyler's head. Back up, Kevin, to 16. Travel.
Oh, big block by Calden. Tyler can't finish. Tip by
Let's get to Vaughn for the board.
Salem moving it. Woo! No call.
Offensive board for Gaskins. This head, Kevin, they have all the speed in the world.
Yeah.
They just can't convert half the time.
Give it to Momo. There you go. Salem is. I mean, how many seniors they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seniors.
This could be the end of their tournament streak that they've been since
Too bad that they
03-04.
got the players who were hurt. I mean, good for us. But they have a really good team, though.
Coming in the game now is
Salem foul number
Espinal.
32, Galvin Gonzalez.
First. Baseline out of bounds. Three timeouts left for each other.
5 minutes to go in the game. Highlanders up by 16. Halton from the wing, can't finish. Air ball. Oh, big save. Oh, come on, Momo.
Foul. I would say
Great
it was.
hustle
I
by
would say it
Momo.
was. I would say
Everybody
it
was
was a
just
kick
watching
foul.
that.
It's on John. That's 4.
I think
Somerville foul
everyone
number
was
10,
sure that it was
John
out of
Culver.
bounds.
That's his 4th.
Let's see
And
that
they were
replay.
also shooting, Kevin. Up by this much, you don't want to be over the limit, which they are. Going to the line is LeBron for the 1-on-1 situation. As a team,
It's unbelievable. Bless you.
6 for 9 from the line. Oriento's next to me, Kevin. One of the better kicker Somerville's ever seen. Big punter, big receiver. Plays football for Framingham State, I believe.
Knocks it down.
Jason Barrientos. Let's get out of there and give him room. Tyler just being talked to the whole time by LeBron. Seal, turnover, Lucas.
Oh, look at that steal.
Steal. Lucas talking to Murray here, saying that wasn't a foul. Coming in the game, 23, new guy coming in, Vago, who has not been in the game yet. Here's your play. We'll see Lucas gets all the way back. I mean, Gio,
Good.
but he's out of...
No,
he wasn't in bounds.
That was a good save.
Layup all the way in for two is Vaughn. First 2 points of the fourth.
12-point lead for the
Got a
Highlanders.
break there, Kevin, because Gio was not out of bounds.
5 seconds. Oh, timeout by Coach Antonelli.
So as we go over what's going to happen here,
Timeout, Somerville.
4:24 to go. Actually, no, we'll go over that video. In that video, that was the first game for Coach Antonelli as the head coach when Coach Antonelli and Desmond took over the program. In that game, you had the likes of Franklin Salvador hitting the three, assistant coach Ricardo Bonhomme. That was Ricardo's senior year. That was Franklin's junior year. You had also on the court, you had Matty O'Donnell. You see Matty O'Donnell throwing the pass. He is throwing the outlet pass over to get Ricardo that layup. O'Donnell is your freshman coach. Okay, so all the players on that team that became coaches, former players on that team that were coaches, David Goodrich, Vlad, you had Curvin on that team. He was the starting center. Curvin played All-American football at the University of New Haven. Corey Kennedy was on that team. He started a bunch of games shooting threes. Matty O'Donnell started the whole season shooting threes. So as an incredible team, made the tournament, beat Lawrence in Lawrence, went to Central Catholic, unfortunately bowed out against Central Catholic. But that was your first year, Coach Antonelli. You see how everybody has changed, Kevin, and it was a great game. Big win against Mullen Catholic to open up his coaching career in Somerville. And maybe, Kevin, a win tonight clinches them the league before the end, and Coach Antonelli will come and interview us. Oh, the back on number 4, no call, LeBron, but he gets credit with the rebound then. All the kids are leaving with Jocelyn, former player for Somerville. Offensive board for 23, Vargo. Coach Antonelli wants to run down the clock with a 10-point lead right now at 3:50 to go.
Still play to win, but you're only up by 10 points. It's under 4 minutes to go in the game.
Defense is up, Kevin.
Lugo with a foul line jumper. Can't finish. Big ball, like big rebound. No, don't shoot it, Mama. Take your time. Reset the offense. There's no need to force it.
Bottom line, Kevin, John has come away with some big rebounds in that big block. But still, without Tyler, he has 16 points.
Oh, can't finish. Tyler with the rebound. No, kick it out, Tyler.
Offensive board for Tyler. He's going to go to the line for 2. Tyler is 2 for 2 from the line. 16 points for Tyler.
Foul number 2, Vinny Gaskins.
Gaskins foul. He's got 4, or they're saying he has 5. So he's done. Gaskins will finish out the game with 18 points for Gaskins.
And he's fouling out.
So that's a huge loss for Somerville.
Tyler misses the first. Can't be missing free throws now. It's only a 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the game. So a lot of time.
Central Catholic sweeping Lawrence tonight. That's not good for the Lawrence Lancers or the Merrimack Valley. Mark Garrity, the assistant coach for those guys. Central Catholic 11-point lead, Kevin. Travel.
Oh, no, that wasn't a travel. Nice pass.
Well, it was Vago that moved his feet on the catch.
Brings it under double digits. You knew the run was going to happen.
Oh, for the first time in a while. But Momo says,
Momo
I'll
from way
shoot.
downtown. Oh,
Again, without John's
there you
rebounding,
go.
Kevin. John's saving you rebounding.
Go in and look. There's 24 seconds on the shot clock, Jeff. You just got an offensive rebound. Yes, I understand play to win, but you can still milk some of the
Salem
clock.
foul number 23, Joan Vago.
No, definitely, Kevin. You want to run down the clock, especially with the run this athleticism is making. Coming in the game next to the ball is Jillison, Bobby, number 15. He did get in earlier, very short. Time, not size, that is, but he is shorter than some of the other players. 10-point game, Kevin, comes in for Vago, who I leave Vago in, who has 4 points in the quarter.
He's the only one that was scoring for him.
Not bad, next to me. Next to me, all these stats that I have in my stack of papers. And not bad as far as what I have to talk about the rest of the game.
11-point lead.
For 3. Count that by number
Vaughn for 3.
1, Vaughn.
Relax, relax, relax.
John gets trapped.
Momo goes in, out of bounds. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Got to score. Lucas finds Tyler. Tyler thinks about it, doesn't do anything. Over to Lucas. Back up to Tyler. He brings it in, finds Gio over to Momo. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gio with the ball at the top of the key. Lucas from way downtown. Oh, halfway down.
Another
right.
rebound by John.
Great rebound.
You want to say to these people, if you text somebody, if you look on ESPN or any other score,
15,
the home
Bobby
team is
Johnson.
on the right and the away team is on the left. Okay, if you look at a scoreboard, it's the opposite way. But if you text somebody, very simple, 4 numbers. Okay, so this bozo that just texted me had it backwards. Okay, they scored 39 points. Oh, okay.
Halton at the line. Puts it back up by 10.
The girls' team, as expected, won their game at Salem, making the tournament for the first time since 13-14. However, Salem scored 39 points, which you could have, taken Tim Cronin's team and beaten them. 33 Espinal
for
in the
2.
paint.
Coach
So anyway,
Antonelli's
what I
still
just said before, Lawrence won. Okay, but these bozos can't text me the right score. Offensive foul. So split for Lawrence in Central Catholic. Lawrence
Somerville
won
foul number
tonight.
2, Momo Nazir.
I hate giving inaccurate information like that, Kevin, when people can't send me the right score, the right way.
You okay?
It's just,
Get up! Jeez, how you let him roll the ball all the way up to half court? These kids gotta know about time and score.
Remember, the girls at 1 point, Kevin, were 2-6. They're currently now 10-7. That's
Relax.
your game, Kevin.
There you go. You gotta get the ball over to half court. There you
That
go.
air ball basically took the life out of Salem.
There you go. Now they gotta foul. They're gonna have to foul. Tyler for 2.
Whitney Sidney for 2.
Game over, Kevin.
Yes, definitely.
21 points for Tyler.
Oh,
Timeout, Doyle.
Gonzalez for 2.
1 minute to go in the game.
Timeout Salem.
The
He
Highlanders
has-
are only up by 8 points.
Gonzalez has 11. So, Kevin, on the pairings occur on the 23rd, the Friday of vacation week, 9:30 a.m. It's generally, some people say it's not open to the public, but if you go in there and don't cause some riffraff, they're not going to ask you to leave. Pairings will go out that day. Somerville boys and girls are both in the tournament this year. So that means when you put the calendar together, they like to keep Mondays for preliminary games, but sometimes you might play Monday when you have 2 teams. So Somerville girls are going to be right in the middle of the pack. They most likely will not get a home game. Coach Antelli wins out or comes away with 12, 14, or 13 wins. He could easily get a home game this year. That will be either on February Tuesday, 27th, or Wednesday, the 28th. Okay, so it's up in the air for the boys whether or not they have a home game. The girls most likely will be on the road. currently now they're 10-7. They're only playing 19 games. They have 2 games remaining here, home games. Everett here on the 13th and the 15th, Gloucester here. So ideally, they want to win both. They could easily split.
Ideally.
Not to be confused with Miss Nicole Veely. So what you have, Nicole Veely came up to me and showed me the score. I was very surprised with Salem scoring that many points, but Coach Sheila Freitas-Haley must have taken the starters out, because Salem right now is in a huge rebuilding process. Doyle says no. The whole coaching staff is complaining about this call. Doyle begging for a technical foul. There's a couple of plays. Corbin is blown.
He's saying that he pushed him out of bounds. Tyler brings it up. Why aren't they fouling him? I don't know.
Yep. Rebound by Vago, who's back in the game. For 3.
No, good D.
Good up fake. Good defense by Somerville, recovering for 3. For 3 is number 10, Tom Beauregard.
Beauregard for 3.
67-62.
They're going to make a run at some point.
And Kevin, when you see the end, so that's the MIA pairings will occur on the
Timeout,
23rd
Salem.
of February. You will not see us again until that time. So look for Somerville to move up in the standings. Currently, right now, in D North, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're in 8th place at 9-5. Make it 10-5. You got Arlington, Winchester, Masco, Beverly, Belmont, and Woburn, all with over 10 wins. Marblehead and Burlington as well. You're going to be in the middle of the pack. Ideally, with a coin flip, you could get Brighton at home. You could get Charleston at home. Gloucester has to win out to get in. So those are your teams, all new teams now. Those teams we're used to playing in Division I North, where we should still be. But that's a story for another time. Malden Catholic gets in with the Sullivan rule, which I would disband. 37.5 left, Kevin. We have a 5-point game. And people are going to see the score at home and going to be, oh, wow, look at Salem.
Is that what people are going to be saying?
Oh, they're going to say, look at what a close game you guys had. They kind of snuck up on you, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's not like it was this highly competitive defensive effort for them to make their way back.
But you can tell they're a talented team.
Well, they have a lot of talent. I mean, they were 6-2 at one point. 5. Desmond Antonelli can't believe that call. 1 timeout remaining for Doyle, 2 for Antonelli.
And this is the
turnover,
main thing.
John.
There's 37 seconds on
Just
the
throw
on
it down the court at that point.
37 seconds on the game clock. What's going on?
At that point, Kevin, if you're John.
Oh, did they take time off the clock?
John, if you're John at that point, Kevin, at that time underneath your own basket, the team will get the ball. Fire it down the court, because even if you get the turnover, you can still set up your defense instead of now having to go out of bounds for Salem.
Right.
So all you guys watching at home, you do that. 5. Somerville wanted a 5. Crossover. Offensive foul, travel. Travel on number 32, Gonzalez. Give him the turnover. Subs in. Gonzalez out. Beauregard out. Antonelli playing with the same lineup for basically the entire quarter.
They got a foul.
Foul will be on number 10, Tom. That's his first. Team is now over the limit. 1-on-1 situation for Lucas.
Number 10, Tommy Beauregard.
Now hopefully Lucas.
16 points for Lucas. One-on-one situation for Lucas, 67-62. Lucas this year at the line, Kevin, 58%.
Nice. Guess that's 1.
He is now at 982.
Knocks them both down. That's huge. Puts the Highlanders up by 7 points. 30 seconds to go in the game. No fouls now. Good D. Oh.
3 more.
It's an air ball.
That's
Tyler.
it, Kevin.
Nice crossover by Tyler.
1-on-1 situation,
Salem foul number 4,
21.5 to go. So your 4 seniors, Lucas, John, Gio, and Joa. Will he get into the game, Kevin, for... Now that Momo got the board. Momo going to line for the first time tonight for the 1-on-1 situation.
Hopefully it knocks it
Salem
down.
foul number 15, Bobby Jellison.
Bobby Jellison.
Here you go.
So if I had it my way, Kevin, I would switch every scoreboard now to make it the ESPN way and put the home team on the right.
Really?
Yes. Home team should be on the right.
You think Somerville was going to do that?
I would make it a federal law or international. FIBA, international FIBA and National Federation. Everybody get together and vote it in.
How did Lucas get in there so quick?
Oh, jeez. And all the tips, Kevin, John winds up with the board. Because everybody else tipped it, nobody gained control.
Right.
LeBron, 2. Going to the line, John, who currently has 10 points. Really, your keys tonight, Kevin, you wouldn't have won this game without John and Gio because they made the points.
That's right.
And you always look at the difference, Kevin. Lucas and Tyler gave you what they usually give you. What was the difference? 9 points for Gio. And what's the difference in your game?
Yep, 9
The
points.
9 points for Gio you weren't expecting. And 10 by John.
There you have it. No fouls. Don't do anything crazy. Seven. Oh, nice save. Another foul.
Going to the line will be Gio, who hasn't done anything offensively. Vaughn. Gio hasn't done anything since the first quarter, where he had 9.
He's on
Pulling
fire in that
everybody.
first
Now bring
quarter.
Gio on now, Kevin.
I know.
You got 4.6 seconds left to go. Put him in, Mark. I mean, you're up. You're not going to lose. You're up by 10. Double bonus. Put him in. Lucas leaves. Oh, put him in. He's in the scorebook. Put him in. Take a timeout and put him in.
Too late now. And that is the game. Highlanders 73,
Final
Salem
score, Somerville
62.
73, Salem 62.
All right. And the final score, Highlanders 73, Somerville 62. Came down to a close game at the end, but the Highlanders had control of this game the entire game. Even though you can see Salem is a very talented squad, but who had some injuries against them earlier in the season. But long story short, great game by the Highlanders. Lucas and Gio spread the ball around to the Highlanders. Lucas having 4 assists, Gio having 4 assists as well. Tyler as well had 4 assists in this game. A bunch of steals by those 3 as well. So great all-around game. We're going to get the rest of the stats from Jeff in a second. I don't know if Coach Desmond just walked by. I thought he was coming up to talk to us. The next game for the Highlanders will be Tuesday, February 13th against Everett, at Everett, and then the Highlanders are going to go to Gloucester on Thursday, February 15th.
All right, Kevin.
And then you won't, like Jeff was saying earlier, you won't see us until come playoff time
yeah.
again. Yep.
So what we're going with here now, Kevin, 2 points for Espinal, who had a lot of 3 attempts, just couldn't knock anything down. 3 points for Tom Beauregard, who came in and hit that 3 in the corner. 4 for Vago, who played very well defensively. You know, there must be something up. He didn't play in the first half at all. Now balanced scoring. 11 for LeBron. 11 for Gonzalez. 12 for Vaughn. And Gaskins leading the way with 18 who fouled out there. 8 for 13 for the line for a total of 62. They now fall to under 500 at 8 and 9. Okay, so it's going to be very hard for Doyle to get in the tournament. He's got to win out. Somerville, 2 points for Sam. Foul trouble. Sam, sorry, buddy, but, you got an early foul trouble, and coach couldn't put you in back, as soon as you got your third to start the second half. He didn't really bring you back in.
I can't understand why he couldn't play.
Well, I know, yeah.
But, the game was in hand.
4 for Momo. Great defensive efforts for Momo.
Yep.
Then you have 6 points for Jimmy. Stepping into those threes, Jimmy, all the time. You're always getting those threes off. John with 12 and 10 boards. So John, huge effort, senior night. John coming in, scoring those 10 points. Okay? Gio with 10. Had 9 in the first quarter alone. 1 point in the fourth. So again, you look at those 20 points. That's what you were expecting from John, somewhere in double figures around there. But to combine, no, you weren't expecting the 20 points. 12, as I mentioned, for John. 10 for Gio. Lucas with 18, and Tyler leading the way with 21. So a lot of 20-point games for Tyler in the sophomore year. Things are going to get bigger and bigger for him as time goes on. Averaging 17 a game. Both Lucas and Gio Lucas and Tyler averaging 17 a game. So this moves Somerville to 10-5 overall, 9-4 in the league. So at 9-4 in the league, 10-5 overall, you have basically won the league with this, because Salem would have had to win out if you lost. If you lost today, you would have been 8-5. They would have been 7-6, and then with Everett and that. Okay, because you are in the South Conference, you are basically now South champions without a doubt, because everybody else here is under. Basically, you knocked them off, so you're South champions. I'd get a whole new banner for me. I would have added to your GBL banner. So
yeah, they can.
Yeah, it should be all new banners. So with that, 10-5, you're in the tournament. Okay, now you're not relaxing because you want to get your seeding done. You still have Everett to play, and you still have Andover. So those are 2 tough games added to Gloucester and whatever Kilpatrick brings you in that game. So that's your championship game for that tournament. And Kevin, this is it for us at home for senior night too.
I'm surprised the kids aren't over here.
Yeah.
We'll wait a little bit. Waiting a
Bring
little bit.
Bonhomme over for an interview, no?
Well,
Bonhomme and O'Donnell and Yanni right there. There's the guys right there that were on your team. Yanni was on the bench in that game. O'Donnell started and Ricardo started.
Yeah. Oh well. I guess no interviews for senior night. For Jeff Argenziano, I am Kevin Scott. Have a good night.